Okay, so, where was I thinking? Well, what is I came out. I got a whole bunch of succulents in the mail. So I had the ones I had and a bunch of new ones. And I was going to like show them to you in the bucket, in the pan, before I planted them. Like the sprinkles on the cake in the container. And then but the battery was dead on this thing. I hope it actually charged. I hope it's nothing wrong with it. But it wouldn't record, so I was like, well, I had the whole plan. I was gonna plant, but I was like, oh, the sprinkles, oh, the cake, oh, I gotta do it, and then the thing didn't work. So I said, I'll go work on this crap while the battery charges. And but look at that. I'm like unstoppable. It's like, and that was, I mean, I would say such a pain in the ass, but it's like, no, I got it right in there. I mean, it like I kept coming up with tricks. It took a lot. It was a lot to get in there, but it was all tricks. And then it like boom, and it set right down in. And like, yeah, no, I didn't know, actually. And I didn't account for this being the middle. I didn't account for this being the middle, but it wouldn't have fit if it hadn't been, because it had to be stretch this on this side and stretch that on that side, or it wouldn't have fit. See, it always all goes together just like a kit. And see how it holds these out nice and out instead of then I still got to connect them up so they never fall, because now that they're like part of a chapel, a rat culture, a rat religion, a rat god religion, then if the mirrors ever break, so then I gotta like hang them, now that I got everything in place, then I work on a way to put the mirrors on there so they're not just hanging from a rope, and you forget about them for a while, and a big storm comes along, and then it's like, the rat gods are gonna be pissed or get away. Yeah, that's what they do. But I don't think they'll run away. If they get out, they'll if they make a hole, they'll just come back in the hole at dinner time, just like cats. They're not going to run away from their food source. See, and I remember, this is all still dirty. The glass is all still dirty. It's going to be a good deal different. And then I can do like, I put somebody on that post and somebody on that one, or something, or other, or something, whatever. Like, oh yeah, that was going good in the back. And then, oh yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I wanted to look. Yeah, that'll be good. But see, it's at sitting down level. I might raise them, but I don't want to risk screwing them up. No, I don't think I want to raise them, because I think they're well balanced. The whole thing goes together balanced. But then I got this. See, I got that one in down there, like here. And I got that one in down there. So I got like 6 inches of shelf on that end, and 7 on this, I guess. And it's tightened up pretty good. And then once this gets tightened up, well, I got the post. Put that in the ground, tie it into this thing, tie it into the wooden post, and then everything will be nice and tight. And then run a shelf right down between the middle of them that has mirrors on it. Mirrors in front of the mirrors. So it'll be this shelf here going in front of the mirrors with a mirror shelf, and then stuff on the mirror to look cool, like whatever whatever just happens to get, it's like, if I just let shit wind up where it's gonna go, it's always like my art, you know? It's like, wow, you know? It's like when this glass popped, and then I came up with the two circles. I was like, that had to be like that, you know? Like, cause in the last world, I probably thought of it, but I already had the glass, you know? I was like, whatever, you know? It's all, cause it's so easy. It's all so cool. Like, whatever, you know? I got enough to do or something. But then you put in the position of having to change it, and it's like, whoa, you know? And then I probably wouldn't have thought of that thing if it hadn't been for that. It's like it's like I had it rolling, the glass had to pop, you know? Okay, I think that's the groove over here. And then I'll show you the, right. I'm still gonna plant. Oh, my leg feels good today. Yesterday sucked. Sunday, Saturday were painful, but Sunday was better. Yesterday sucked. But I figured, like, it's Tuesday. A lot of times, that's how I know I'm doing okay. Because Monday the pollution comes back, and then if I'm still just doing the same, and the pain is just the normal bullshit pain, then Tuesday I'll feel better. But then the weather was nice too. I like that one. I hope it takes off, man. I think it's got a long stem too. Better be careful, I'll fuck it up. Yeah, it's got a stem going over here. I should uncover that so it gets some sun. Grow some babies. They're also, it's like a treasure. This is like the dragon's fucker, where the dragon keeps his treasure and shit. So, okay, these are dragon fruit. Isn't that what it's called? Yeah, dragon fruit. But it's like, the lady's got a whole collection of them, right? I wanted a collection, but it's like, it was a pain in the ass trying to figure out what the fucking, who's got what and what the prices and all that. But this lady, she forgot to label a bunch of them. And she's probably one of these, like, she's got a whole collection and she labels them and she packages them real nice and shit, you know. And but she forgot the label, but so she's like, fuck it. You just get, it was a really good deal, and then you get a bunch of extras, and she don't know what they are. But from the one she did mark, there's like at least 4 or 5 different kinds, which is cool. And then I'm gonna plant these guys like all in around them and all around down there. But see, that's that's what made me think of sprinkles. I came in here, I was like, here's the cake. And it's like, oh, phases. You want to see, you like the phases, which I already know. Ain't they cool though? I think I don't know. I lose enough. I don't know if I've ever had this many good ones. If I've been losing a lot of good ones, or they're actually in there. They just haven't busted loose yet. Anyway, okay, I think I'm done. Now I can start fucking planting. Go heat that coffee up and come in here. I've been having the best time with old fucking Trump just fucking ripping. I just out here well, I did some pot. I did the good moldy stuff that's good for the prostate, like the best stuff, which usually is not a buzz thing, but I think it's been getting old because I try to hold on to it, you know, for emergency, or, you know, in case I need it. But I think it's changing back to, anyway, I did more of it, and then I got a nice buzz, and then they're talking all the crazy shit going on the radio. I'm just out here. They must hear me across the street, busting out laughing, man. Fucking Trump ripping them new assholes. And then here comes the State of the Union tonight. Ought to be pretty good, too. and Jerry Connolly and the dumbass, that other fucktard, what's his name? Bayer, the Volvo guy. From my district congressman, and then they're not gonna go to the State of the Union, like they're protesting Trump's a dictator, a Hitler, and it's like, what? Because he's trying to save some money. It's like, it was like Obama fired like 300,000 federal employees, or Clinton did, and Obama fired 80,000, and they made all these pompous speeches. And sorry, that's what we got to do, man. We can't waste, fraud, and abuse the taxpayers' money. And then Trump comes along and does it, and they talk all this shit, but it don't matter like it did last time. Last time they were getting away with it. This time they're just getting the shit kicked out of them. Oh, I gotta feed these guys. So I get so caught up. But they do well, and they're so fat. But I should, but if I keep feeding them, then they just pile up all this extra food and they get fatter. I mean, I fed it like the day before yesterday. It hadn't been 48 hours. But I would have fed this morning. And then, I think that's it. End of phase Tuesday. Oh, these. I got these. They're Jerusalem artichokes. Because they're like potatoes, but I can't eat potatoes. But I can eat these. And I got these other ones. Haven't got here yet. They'll get here like the 1st of April or something. Oh yeah, look at all of them too. And each one are like, if they grow good for me, then each one should do like this much. And they're supposed to be like good and healthy and crunchy, and you can potato them and you can pickle them. Oh man, that's a lot. And they don't have a bunch of oxalates in them, and they're really expensive. It's like you'd think if people are buying them to eat them, then you wouldn't have. It's like it doesn't matter eating them or buying them to plant. They're really expensive, which says if you learn how to grow them really good and can come up with some good ways to get people to want them, and the other ones too. But they both, like, you put it in there and they grow like weed, wildflower type tall plants and shit. And then you just pull them up and they got like a ton of these things on the bottom of them. And same with the other one. But the other one's got prettier flowers, is like nasturtium flowers, I think. Anyway. And your flowers. I love the smile on your face when you're like showing off your flowers. You're like your rabbits were like, seemed like when you first got them, you weren't like, you didn't know what to think of them or something, but you gave them a chance. Oh yeah, it's when they started. Maybe. Well, then I don't know, because months and months and years go by. But it's like then you'd be like talking about the trouble they cause. Getting in trouble, getting on the couch, or you start talking about their personalities, and then it's like, then you're like, you really love your rabbits, like, instead of love your rabbits because they're rabbit, because you love everything. And then it's like, then you know your rabbits and shit. Like I know my rats. Or will. Okay, goodbye.